In 14, we're graphing a polynomial. Okay, so first, x and y intercepts. So since the polynomial is factored, we see the x-intercepts. The first one coming from this factor is x equals 0. Then from this second factor, we have x equal 2. And from the third factor, we have x equal negative 7. So those are our x-intercepts. Now for the y-intercept, just set x equal to 0, and because of this factor, the whole thing is 0. So y equals 0 is the y-intercept. Let's look at the end behavior. So we have that f of x is equal to, let's look at the first term. The end behavior is determined by the first term. So we have an x coming from here, an x squared coming from here, and an x coming from here. That is, we have x to the degree 1, 2, 3, 4, to the degree 4 as our first term. So now we're ready for the end behavior. As x goes to infinity, x to the fourth also goes to infinity. And as x goes to minus infinity, x to the fourth goes to plus infinity because of this even exponent. So that's the end behavior, infinity on both right and left. All right. We could do a plus-minus analysis, but for polynomials it's not really necessary. Maybe we'll do that while we graph. Okay, so let's start the graph. Let me just draw the axes. Okay, let's put in the intercepts. So we're putting in 0, 2, and negative 7. Okay, there are intercepts, and let's put in the y-intercept is 0, so we have that here already. End behavior is going to infinity on both sides, so up on both sides. Okay, so and then we also have x equal 2 appears twice, multiplicity 2, because of this exponent. So that means that x equal 2 is a touching point. So I like to just circle this as a reminder. Okay, so if we start graphing, we're going to start here on the right. We're going to touch this point. And then we're going to come down and go through the, we're going to come down and go through this x-intercept, and then come up again and go through the next x-intercept at minus 7. Okay, so again, right here, this is a touching point, so just touch. Now we have to go through this point, so we're going to come down again and go through x equals 0. And we have to go through this intercept, so we're going to come up again. And we're going to connect with the up arrow. So basically that's a rough graph. Now if we want to do a plus-minus analysis, let's do that. The plus-minus analysis would be between the zeros, or the x-intercepts. So on the right, when x is greater than 2, everything is positive, so we have positive here. And when x is, let's say, 1, we have, when x is 1, we have positive, positive, and again positive, so positive again. Let's say when x is -1, this is negative, positive, positive, so negative. And when x is, let's say, -8, this is negative, this is positive, and this is negative, two negatives, so we have positive. And this plus minus analysis just confirms our graph. All right, we do have graph above the x-axis here, positive, positive, all throughout, negative here, and positive here.